breathful day, breathful day. If you're rewatching this, just wanted to say gratitude to everyone tuning in. Turn this down a little bit. All right, so I got some exciting news. Updates to the April Breath Guide training and another addition to this whole certification and what you get access to. And foremost, if you don't know, we'll have Breath Guide training in April. You can come in person. You can even take some of the classes in person or online, up to you. And this certification, I can only say so much, but this certification will get you into the inner circles, if you will. And on top of becoming a breath guide, I want to give people resources as well to either build out different communities in different spaces of the world and have a proposal for it. So if there's projects in your mind in terms of community that you've been holding on for X amount of years and you want to breathe life into it, then this guide training is an access, a gateway, if you will, on top of guiding others with their breath in a harmonious way. All right, so let's say you wanna rent out some stadium and do XYZ marketing or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna give all who became a breath guide access to resources that can get them to create and expand what they want in that sense. So in terms of the schedule though, let's talk about the schedule. The schedule is Monday and Friday, all of April, and every session is about 1 to 2 hours, mainly 2 hours, honestly. And then we'll also have Q&A. We'll also have meeting times outside of Monday and Friday, just so I can get into the Q&A aspect. Let's say someone is across. There we go. Yeah, let's say someone is across the world and they can't make at least one of the meetings. You'll get a recording of that session. So the responsibility is up to you to finish a session, do the session, and participate. All right, so fast forward after the whole breath guide training and you get your certification, etc., you'll get access to a future resource that is mainly for breath guides and aiding them into what breath art or what breath activities they are gifting to the world, and they need resource center. Not many, even yoga schools, not many yoga schools do that, give you quote unquote loans and etc. and stuff like that. This won't be a loan, it'll be grants where there's no repercussions or paying it back or whatever the case may be. So this is thinking long term down the line, and that's what I'm about. If you are new to my page, that's what Alchemy Breathwork is about. Longevity, the aspect of long term. Can I do this long term? Can I do XYZ long term? The breath has so many layers of longevity or a fast-paced life, if you will. Up to you. What are you breathing life into? So it'll be online, on Zoom, recorded, or in person. And we are not hosting anyone in terms of sleeping over here. So it'll just be classes. If you come in person, you'll get access to some premium teas from all over the world, like Bali, DR. And yeah, we're gonna dive in many layers. So if there's any questions anyone has about the breath guide training, either comment below if this is a replay, or DM me or email me at devon@alchemybreath.work. And I think think I saw some comments here. Every time I do shrooms, I become the thing. That's funny. What's going on, 888? There's a training info on the website. Yes, if you go on the main website, alchemybreath.work, you can scroll down to the breath guide training, and it's an updated website, so I hope you all like it. What material? With material. Material. Oh, you're just talking about the headband. This is linen. How do you apply? So when you go on the website, you'll have two options. If you're someone that I've done one-on-one with in the past, you can email me and get a scholarship code and use that scholarship code as well. And if you're someone that has done some of the alchemy breathwork practices, you've been to some of the events, there's instructions of how to apply for a scholarship, and we go from there. So I don't know that many schools out there that is doing this, and I want to do it my way. I want to do it where we all can expand in a unique form of community. Because if one person, goes through the whole program, initiates himself, become a breath guide, and they want to create something that I have never done or even thought about doing, that's the power of a collective force, especially when we're all breathing life into something progressive as a unique front. I'm only one person. A lot of people say I did a lot of things, etc., but I'm only one person. We did it together, one way or another. We all cause a ripple, sending out this message one way or another. It's not just me. So I want to breathe more life into tangible communion with everyone all at once, and creating more powerful ripples outside of where my imagination can take it. That is the beautiful point of having this collective breath guide coalition, if you will. And with this, I may not speak a particular language, right? And this person speaks Spanish. We actually have a few, we have like 6 different languages in the country, but everyone speaks English, so they're all doing this training. And sooner or later, especially when those breath guides progress, I'll be so open to doing it in different languages and collaborate. So that's another thing. Collaboration. I am so open to visiting this country, going to this place, etc. And if you want to create a scalar breath combination in a space that needs it, that's the point of having this master of the minds, or master of our breath guides, or whatever you want to call it. That's the point. I'm only one mind, connected to many minds, but when we're all breathing in unison in a collective front, layer by layer, we're going to get access to certain resources that all the heirs, if you will, have been privileged to have. And when all the quote-unquote heirs have all this privilege and is ruling, I wouldn't say ruling, but have influence over 1%. Did you know I think the entities, if you will, that control billions and trillions of the world's economic flow is only less than 2,000. Did you know that? That's less than 1%. We all talk about the 1%, the 1% this, the 1%. That's less than 1% controlling how economic resources is touching everybody. That's insane. So I can only say so much in that regard. So think of this opportunity as a long-term, growing, breathing front if you will, and vehicle, if you will. And when we're all on the same page, breathing in a particular frequency at a particular progressive rate, then certain ideas start to create a snowball effect. And this is how major impact starts to happen. And I'm blessed to just be part of this impact, this one tiny droplet. I'm just honored and blessed to be part of the one tiny droplet that is connected to the whole wave of the ocean. And I'm breathing more life into more of this connection, more of our explorations together. If anyone has ever shared any of my content, any of my work, I just want to thank you for all of it, because it's been quite an interesting journey. And the quality that you all give into what I put out there, that also helps. And we're all about quality here. When will this guide start? April 1st. Marco, if you can email me or DM me, we can talk about that a little bit. The affiliate program with the Plaza Blaster. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, you can comment affiliate program and I'll send you the link, or DM me the link. DM me affiliate and then I'll send you the link as well. The payment plans are on there as well. All the info is there. Much love, Fruitarian. How are you, brother? It's been a while. All the info is on the website, alchemybreath.work, and you click Breath Guide. And if you want to do payment plans or do the scholarship, go for it. All up to you. There are options. And I just want to give everyone my intention before heading out of this. The main intention is to one day have not a whole stadium, but a whole crowd, something even bigger than a stadium. Because look what Bali does. When there are certain holidays and days where everything is turned off. No airport, nothing. Every electronic is off. And that's powerful. And I think that's why I also want to pick Bali as one of my many homes, if you will. Blessed to have Bali as one of my many homes for sure. So if you're in Bali, I'm coming back, no worries. And that's the main point, to have that aspect of consciousness as a unit. And the unit will grow. And being blessed to have the resources that I'm brewing up and been privileged to breathe into the opportunity of even gaining access to that point where I can give grants to the future breath guides that is. And that's powerful. That is an impact. If whatever community you have, learn how to build up other resources other than certifications, etc. You want to do deeper work than that. Even if you do that, when you certify somebody, I don't see this often as well. I see a lot of certifications out there, but I don't see the collaboration aspect going back and forth. I'm like, you just certified that person, aren't you? Aren't you gonna give them a shout out? You're gonna do XYZ. Like, why aren't you? All these little things I've seen in this space over the years, and it doesn't feel as expansive as it could be. And that's why I like to take this where I want to take it. Where if you have an idea and you're in a community and, we go over what we go over in April, because this will be a huge impact to how you even formulate even getting the grant as well, to even making our board even say yes to you and give you the funds to do with whatever you like in that point. So, of course, there's a structure in how we want to do it. Of course, we want it to be breath conscious, of course, in that sense. And I just want to give you that options, options I didn't have, even starting this journey and even getting to the point where I want to share in a ripple manner, in a many multidimensional way. And I'm blessed to have the position that I have, and now I get to share it. But not only that, make an impact with whoever gets certified or whatever, right? Make an impact with you and grow with you in the long term. That's how it once was, in my opinion, when this whole world was more of a Pangea. How did you think certain technologies were built, and why certain technologies in ancient times, why do you think some of them are uniform in all these different spaces of the world? You ever cross your mind before the quote-unquote new world was formed and all this broke apart and egos, drama, war, chaos, etc. Before that happened, you ever thought about the aspect of every human consciousness more in a connected front? What type of mental clarity and humane environment that must have been before you could call it the fall of man or the fall of consciousness, however you want to define it, a dark time, whatever. Yeah, so in that sense, all these technologies were somewhat connected, all the way from the Osiris spine, the antenna, if you see on some of these ancient temples, in that sense. So no such thing as coincidence. Why do we see it in India? Why do we see it in Australia? Why do we see it in China? Why do we see it all the way in Colorado? At random spaces in Colorado, in the Grand Canyon. Why is that there? Why is that ancient artifact from Egypt there? Why is all these things that don't add up, in a sense? And my opinion is that when the whole world was a Pangea and everything just broke apart, the knowledge broke apart in that sense as well. So now you're separating people, certain families that were once connected, and the aspect of polygamous families, if you will. That structure came from, in my opinion, a Pangea world, when the whole world was connected. You think that family just stayed in one area all the time? I'm sure they explored it. Everything was connected. There was a lot to explore. There was a lot to commune. There was a lot to spread in terms of knowledge, ideas, activities. Yeah, they had cathodes in temples and also in Egypt. Yeah, it's so evident. It's there. All right, beautiful people. I just want to let you know, have a breathful day. Breathe life into the next progressive step. That's your homework for the rest of your life. And I promise you, it will bring you into spaces you had no idea. As long as you hold your integrity in part and you come from a space of humanity, you're blessed to be breathing, and you shall not be cursed. Peace.